everybody! So one very important thing about owning a pet is learning and remembering to feed them. How much do you feed them and when do you feed them? So depending on the type of pet that you have, probably depends on how often they get fed. So when I'm at home, if I have my dogs get fed 2 times every day. They get fed 1 time in the morning and 1 time in the evening. I have 3 dogs, 2 big dogs and 1 little dog. So what I do is I give each of them, I have 2 bowls, and in each bowl they get 1 big scoop of food, and then I also make sure that they have lots of water. You can never give them too much water, because sometimes if it's really hot out, just like us, they want to drink a whole lot more, right? So for my kitty cats, they're a little different. They only get fed 1 time per day. I do give them water if they run out, but I only feed them 1 time per day, and I give them 1 cup of food each. Pretty easy, right? Remember earlier when we learned about my ducks? So my ducks, they get fed 1 time per day too. That's for the babies and for the big ducks. They get 1 scoop of food, and then they also get lots of water. My ducks tend to go through a little bit more water because ducks not only want to drink the water, but they want to bathe in the water too. And remember we talked about they clean out their nostrils. So they give themselves baths in the water. They clean out their nostrils and blow it out their nose. And then they also drink it. So they use water for 3 different things. So they have to tend to get water at least 2 or 3 times a day. I know, it's a lot of water they go through. So depending on what kind of pet you have, depends on how much you have to feed them, and it depends on the time of day you have to feed them. So as you can imagine, if I have 3 animals, that's a lot to remember. Who gets fed in the morning, who gets fed at lunchtime, and who gets fed in the evening, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to get out a piece of paper, and I want you to get out your crayons or your colored pencils or your markers, and I want you to make a chart of how you are going to remember to feed your pets. So let's talk about mine. So my dogs get fed in the morning and at night. So I would draw a picture of my dogs to remind me to feed them in the morning and at nighttime. For my ducks, they get fed about 3 times a day. I'm not here at lunchtime because I work, so I might feed them when I get home from work, right? So in the morning, when I get home from work, and right before I go to bed. And then my kitty cats, they get fed 1 time per day, and I do them in the morning. So I want you to be creative and create your own schedule about how and when you're going to feed your animals and how much you're going to feed them. Can you do that for me? Okay, now I want you to watch this really cute little video about the responsibility of being pet owners, because being pet owners, they have to be very, very responsible. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.